I don't want to call Beyonce a bad person. What I will say is that she is a victim turned victimizer. And that's very, very, very common in the music industry. Very common. And the drummer was very specific in her case that she used witchcraft.
Who's the real victim, Sasha Fierce or Beyoncé?
Free Beyonce. She a prisoner.
Now, you had said that you felt that Beyonce was a prisoner. Because I always heard their relationship was put together.
The numerous scandals that have plagued Beyoncé and Jay-Z's marriage over the years are hardly surprising. But what's changed now? Beyoncé has finally decided to put an end to her years of suffering and is no longer following Jay-Z's orders. Known as a key figure in the Illuminati and a close ally of Sean Diddy, Combs, Jay-Z's influence has often been questioned. One major red flag in their relationship came when Beyoncé's sister Solange got into an intense altercation with Jay-Z in an elevator, sparking widespread speculation about the tension within the family.
The first person I saw was B, and Beyonce was like, yo, let me holler at you. And I'm like,
Beyonce said, let me holler at you?
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, so I went over there and hollered, and she was like, yo. Yeah, and she was just telling me like that they rock with me.
That.
They rock with me, and they, like they didn't know what that. And I really didn't even think when I was saying it,
these
like
are real people that you're talking about.
Yeah, I just didn't really connect to it like that. You know what I mean? And you say a lot of things, and punchline-y style is just to say something to be catchy and metaphoric and catch up. But I didn't, see the deeper side of it. And Beyonce, I ain't gonna share the exact conversation, but she showed me, told me like, this is people, like, you know what I mean? Saying something like that could personally hurt her. And that kind of,
so I had days that I devoted to. On Wednesdays, I took off from work, and that was Solange's day. And she was a lot younger than Beyonce. And it was tough because she was 5 years older, and Beyonce was this little superstar in our city. And so I took them to counseling very early so that the counselor could help Beyonce be more sensitive to Solange, because she couldn't stand her for a minute. When they were little, she was 5, she was all in her stuff, she was trying to hang around her and her friends, and Beyonce was really irritated. But it made her more sensitive to who her sister was and what she had to deal with because of her.
The lingering question is, who wouldn't step in to protect their husband from being physically assaulted in front of the entire industry? After all, such situations often highlight deeper issues. Perhaps it's a reflection of women who have grown tired of being with controlling partners and are choosing to stand their ground instead.
Number one, I always acknowledge that I'm 22 years old and that I'm gonna make mistakes as everybody else does, and I'm gonna live to a certain extent of normalcy. And I learned how to sort of, embrace my mistakes, laugh about them, and keep it moving. But as far as the constant attention on there, I think that the main key is just to be really comfortable with who you are first and really learn yourself. And I think that until you feel like there's some sort of chastising on you that is true, the other things really don't matter. Unless you feel maybe some of it is true. But it really doesn't bother me at all.
Jay-Z hinted in a 2007 interview with Charlie Rose that he met Beyoncé when she was 16, though they didn't start dating until she was 18. At the time, Jay-Z was 28, making him significantly older than Beyoncé.
I would not be the woman I am if I did not go home to that man. And it just gives me such a foundation. And
how has he helped you?
On so many levels. We were friends first for a year and a half before we went on any date, on the phone for a year and a half. And that foundation is so important in a relationship. And just to have someone that you just like, is so important, and someone that is honest.
And how long were you and Jay-Z together before you got married?
Oh gosh, listen to me, I'm about to start yapping.
We've been together a long time. It's been about 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
7 years. But it does feel different, doesn't it?
Feels great.
I really love it. So 7 years, and was it something that y'all talked about, or you just all of a sudden decided let's do it?
I mean, it's different for everyone. I was really young. I'm only 27. So I was really young, and I feel like it's important for women and men to have their goals in their own life before they can complete someone else. So, we took our time.
With Beyoncé's limited history of romantic relationships and Jay-Z's apparent awareness and efforts to influence it, it's not surprising that many believe there was a power imbalance in their relationship from the start. Rumors persist that Jay-Z and Solange are still at odds, with Solange allegedly being excluded from the family. This is reportedly because she understands just how toxic Jay-Z may be for Beyoncé. Additionally, it's rumored that Solange and other industry insiders have been urging Beyoncé to confront the reality of her troubled marriage. Close friends, including Kanye West, have reportedly expressed concerns that Beyoncé is under the control of powerful figures, particularly Jay-Z, as well as others like Diddy and TD Jakes.
Think about if Harley was part of intelligence, right? What kind of people you think are surrounding my kids? What kind of people you think are in that house right now? My kids go to Sierra Canyon. It's a Jewish school that doesn't teach Christianity, teaches Christian kids. At Christmas time, they're teaching Kwanzaa to black kids. They say, hey, this is your Christmas. This is all indoctrination. This is all mind control. You gotta understand, like I don't believe I'm putting myself at risk, because I think God uses me for a time like this. He put me in this situation and had y'all follow me from George Bush Don't Care to Beyonce Had the Best Video to now. For some reason, y'all are interested. But you trying to say, why is so black belt buckle? Y'all always looking like y'all are interested for some reason. And they wanted to medicate me every day. You realize, like, they could have just switched to medication and I wouldn't be here. And on the news, they would have said it was because of a mental issue, right? Yeah. I ain't never been back to the hospital since 2015, but every time they say I'm crazy, it's just when I'm saying the truth. So what's the crazy part, really? What's the crazy part, really?
They can't scare you, they can't control you, they try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
you see,
you.
It ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody, so let's get on the phone and let's talk that out. I don't care who you are.
It is widely believed that Jay-Z's infidelity has caused significant damage to his relationship with Beyoncé, straining the family dynamic, especially with Beyoncé's sister, Solange. Solange reportedly believes that Jay-Z manipulated and controlled Beyoncé, shaping her into his ideal spouse. Fans are thrilled that Beyoncé appears to have finally recognized the truth. Solange's concerns about Jay-Z are further supported by recent allegations against him, including claims that he has used drugs to manipulate Beyoncé. This idea is reinforced by Hollywood insiders, as Jay-Z's close relationship with Diddy, often described as the industry dealer, raises eyebrows. Given Hollywood's notorious reputation for substance use at parties, it's not far-fetched to consider that Jay-Z may have introduced Beyoncé to drugs as a means of maintaining control over her. Jay-Z's past as a drug dealer only adds to the plausibility of these allegations. Additionally, Gan Deal has disclosed that Diddy, a close friend of Jay-Z, is known for hosting extravagant parties where drugs are common. So Diddy, Beyoncé, and Jay-Z as A-list celebrities are not immune to these environments, making it possible that Beyoncé's alleged substance use was influenced by Jay-Z. Furthermore, figures like Kanye West, Solange, Jaguar Wright, and even Wendy Williams have long raised suspicions about Beyoncé's relationship with Jay-Z, including rumors surrounding her pregnancy. These allegations, combined with their immense wealth and status as a Hollywood power couple, continue to fuel speculation about the nature of their relationship.
I was reading the National Enquirer yesterday, and I ran across this article about Jay-Z and Beyoncé that's responding to the surrogate rumors. Did she have a baby? Is the baby hers? Is the baby her baby, but somebody else had it? Did she adopt? That whole bit. So everybody in the world had been talking prior to her giving birth about this crunching baby bump and being suspicious. Remember the crunching baby bump story? And being suspicious about, the nature of her pregnancy, including ABC's Katie Couric, The Talk, Entertainment Tonight, Inside Edition. But I was shocked at what Beyoncé said in the article as I kept reading along, because they brought my name up. And I'm just like, are you serious? No, we do Hot Topics. I like the attention. However, I just want you to know that me and Hot Topics team waited. We delayed doing this story until we said, well, wow, this crunching baby bump is really getting a lot of, steam behind it. Let's make a skit. Remember, you guys, and we rehearsed it the day before? Suzanne, we brought you and Charlotte, who's still on maternity, out with your baby bumps. Yeah. Originally, we were going to have you sit on toilets. Then we said that wasn't tasteful. You remember? John Anderson, you pushed the toilets out, and then we brought them back. Anyway, look. So I'm reading the article, nobody else's name is brought up. Then I run across what the couple found most, excuse me, it's in the Enquirer. You gotta show the cover for legal reasons. And here's the article. Okay. What the couple found most difficult to deal with, says another source, was the fact that some of the rumors were being perpetuated by people they considered friends, like talk show host Wendy Williams. Well, first of all, you're not a credible source. Because if you were, then you would know, I've never partied with them. I've never been to their house. I don't swim in their pool. Like, we're not friends. I'm a pop culture pundit and commentator, right? That's what we call it. Pop culture woman. And I talk about people and what they're doing when they're celebrities. Like you. So we're not friends, but I do like you and I respect both of their grinds, and I certainly am happy for the baby, but there's more. On the Gab Fest, I love that term. Wendy had two of her staff members, Suzanne, that would be you, and Charla, yes, who were pregnant. P.S. Suzanne is due in February. Give a live demonstration to see if anything strange occurred when their baby bumps, when they took a seat. The stunt left Beyoncé angered beyond belief. That means she watches. I'll give you a little history with our relationship. No, really. I like these people. I respect their grinds. Welcome to the world, baby. Beyoncé, you and I have met a couple of times at radio stations, and that's it. Jay-Z, you remember, we go so far back that you used to do free parties for me over in Brooklyn. I remember Foxy Brown took the stage one time, and you were over in the corner working on your lyrics. So that's how far back we go. And now look at you now. You're married, you're rich, you're successful. Welcome to the world, Baby Blue.
More importantly, an inside look into Jay-Z and Beyoncé's marriage reveals a different story than the glamorous image many fans perceive. Despite their lavish lifestyle, widespread admiration, and a combined net worth in the billions, reports suggest that Beyoncé is under Jay-Z's strict supervision and struggles to maintain her individuality. Recent revelations, including statements from Beyoncé's former bodyguard, claim that their marriage is more of a business partnership designed to achieve financial success rather than a genuine union founded on love. Even rapper 50 Cent has weighed in, seemingly agreeing with this perspective. With such allegations and insider accounts, what more proof could anyone need?
Beyoncé. And I'm assuming because somebody was paying her to pump Beyoncé up so Beyoncé could blow up. Because the truth is, that first Beyoncé solo record was a mess. It was. That Jam on Your Horn shit from the Austin Powers movie, that shit was a mess. It was too many horns. It wasn't properly arranged. She was yelling and screaming.
trying to sound like Tina Turner, but sounding like a frustrated man with a high-pitched voice. It was a mess, and y'all know it. That's why they brought Rich Harrison in to do Crazy Right Now. And then that's when Jay-Z entered it. And ever since she's been with Jay-Z, she's been doing great. Sean Carter is amazing at knowing how to put talent together. When he put Kanye and Beyonce together, it was the smartest thing that ever happened to her career. And in my opinion, Kanye is the best producer she ever had. Nobody knows her voice like Kanye knows her voice. Why they're still not making music together, I don't know. I can't speak on that. What I can speak on is that the Migos will never be able to provide the same quality or level of production as Kanye.
This also reinforces the idea that Jay-Z and Beyoncé's marriage might be more for appearances than a genuine love story. For many fans who have long speculated about the true nature of their relationship, this revelation comes as no surprise. Why? Because despite the ongoing rumors and Jay-Z's infidelity, they remain Hollywood's most powerful duo. Invited, celebrated, and praised almost everywhere. Their ability to maintain their public image and avoid breaking up only adds to the intrigue surrounding their relationship.
Well, it's my soulmate, it's the person I love, you know. And you can be in love with someone. You can love someone and and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications, period. And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And, you know, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, you know, to break that cycle. For black men and women, you know, to see a different outcome. Like you were saying, it's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
Kim Porter was working on a book before she died, and Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened? He must be the luckiest motherfucker. It seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning. Just him. I guess Al disappointed you. You know, I speak for a reason. When you see this bullshit motherfucking game with people that you love, that you like, you know, there's too many coincidences.
Too many. You
honeycomb.
Oh. Stamp it.
We gonna get you and your little dog too. And congratulations, young man.